Divine Morning Masters. Let's prepare ourselves to go into the meditation. Cross your legs and clasp your fingers and close your eyes and focus on your natural breath. Ensure that you're sitting in the most comfortable position. During the meditation, if you get any thoughts, just bring your awareness to the breath. When you're connected with your breath, the mind starts to become empty. We'll be in meditation for 1 hour. Till then, just keep your eyes closed. Slowly, slowly come back to your body's awareness. Gently keep your both palms over your eyes for 10 seconds. And slowly, slowly open your eyes. Divine morning, everyone. Anybody would like to share their experiences? They can raise their hands. So today's topic, which I'm going to take, is vegan alternative. And I would like to know how many of you all are already following it. How many of you all are already vegan? Oh, great. Nice. Yeah. So why we insist more on to be vegan, to follow plant-based diet. Vegan is nothing but to follow the plant-based diet where no dairy or, flesh is involved. So, which is like being a vegan is like you stop the cruelty against the animal, and a plant-based food has the higher vibrational food, and it is, it is coming directly from the nature. So it is more good for your body, where you don't have to put much, I mean, your digestive system doesn't have to put much energy in digesting those um, food. So that's why this is the one of the best alternative which a yogi, a meditator can have. So when we are on this journey of, of self-realization or connecting with your soul, you need plenty of energies. So this energy is usually we get through group meditation, through pyramid meditation, and Purnima Dhyan and Amasya Dhyan. So when we collect all these, plenty of energies, we don't want to waste it by just digesting the non-veg food or dairy products. So that is also, I would recommend to go for the plant-based diet. And usually the animal products like non-vegetarian or milk product, they take plenty of energy for digestion. So when your body is light, you can go into deeper meditation. So that's why the sattvic food is always recommended. So yeah, as we majority of the population is used to of milk, they have got in their mind that we can't, our bones won't get stronger if we are not having milk, which is a myth, a big myth. And many plant-based, I mean, many vegan people, they have proved it. Many fruitarians, they have proved it, that it is incorrect. And why? Yes. And moreover, nowadays, the way the milk has been taken out from the cow is a very painful process, where the cow is being made, uh, you know, forcefully she is made pregnant, and then the machines are being used to, take out the milk, which uh, which has plenty of pus also inside that. And it is really, I will say, a cruel thing which is happening against the cow, and the calf is not being given sufficient milk which it should drink. It needs to have. So Isn't it cruel, So let's switch over to plant-based alternative where we don't fall into bad karma or bad deeds of, such things. And I was surprised to, see that many countries, they allow the percentage of pus in the milk. So what we are drinking is, I think so, pus also, the cow's pus also along with the milk or milk product. So replacing the milk with almond milk, cashew milk, and coconut milk and soy milk. This is the best alternative, plant-based alternative, which I would recommend. Best is if you can make it at home, because that would be preservative free also. Because all the Tetra Pak or the packet which is available in the shops, they are definitely they have preservative, because the milk won't be able to last for so long without preservatives. And yes, so I'll guide you on how to make almond or cashew milk. So you can take a cup of cashew or almond, soak in water for 6 hours, and after this, just throw away that water. Don't use that water. Okay, throw away that water, and in a high-speed blender, add whatever the nut you have soaked in. And while grinding, if you want that milk needs to be flavored, so you can add vanilla extract, not the essence. The vanilla extract or the vanilla granules, you can add it to your this dry fruit, soaked dry fruit. And for sweetening, you can add dates, a few soaked dates also. And this just you have to grind it very well. Yes, you need to have 1 or 1.5. You have to add the water slowly, gradually. Once you find that there's a good consistency, then you can everything is being mixed nicely. Then you can increase the water and make it like a liquid, a milk consistency you can come to. And yes, most thing what I have seen is like people find it very difficult to squeeze the milk, this nut milk, in the cloth. So yeah, you can nowadays you get a net, plastic net, thin net, where if you squeeze this milk, it comes out within few minutes. So there's no struggle also. So this way you can store in a jar and give it to your kids. So it's very healthy also. And if you wish, you can add, you can make it chocolate also, chocolate drink, like by adding, while grinding also, you can add raw cacao powder, not cocoa powder, cacao powder, because the cacao powder is natural. It is not refined. Many of them are not aware. They are just using the cocoa powder, which is very much refined again. So as we are on Sattvic food, always use the unrefined products in your meal. That will be the best thing. So I would recommend raw cacao powder over here. And when you grind it along with the milk, it gives a very good flavor. And kids, they really love it. I have tried and tested it in my house, so that's why. So this is how you can make the milk more flavorful. So you can be innovative with your flavor combinations. So I have found that the chocolate drink is very famous among the kids. So I thought, let me put this in my slide today. So yeah, for chocolate milkshake, you can use almond milk, add raw cacao powder, vanilla extract, jaggery or dates or maple syrup, and churn it well and serve it chilled. You can keep the milk in the fridge for a few days also, no harm in that. And yes, when you're making, the fruit milkshakes like chiku or banana or mango, always use coconut milk. Never mix the fruit with the nuts. The coconut milk is very good, and it gets digested well with the fruits. So that's why we combine the fruit with the coconut milk. So the combination is also very important. Many are not aware. So I would like to highlight this. Always mix the fruit with the coconut milk. Yeah, so many people, they miss on their masala chai and Indian chai, I would say, the tea. So for this, you can make a herbal chai by using 1/4 single leaf of the lemongrass, 10 to 15 mint leaves, little bit of cardamom powder, ginger as per your taste, and a few dates, and boil all these together in 3 cups of water for 10 minutes. If you want, you can add fennel seeds also, which is soft. That also gives a very good flavor to your tea, and then strain it and enjoy it as a tea in replacement of your regular milk tea. So this is also a very great alternative, which I also enjoy. And if you want, you can add few drops of lemon juice also. What the research has been saying, that even the black tea is very good for your health, provided you don't add milk into that and you don't boil the leaves. The tea leaves never should be boiled. It should be always brewed. So when you boil the water, after boiling, just switch off your flame, and then add the tea leaves and then just brew it. Cover it with a lid and allow it to brew. And after that, you can drink it by straining it into your cup. If you wish, you can add a little bit of jaggery and lime juice to that also. So that also tastes very good. And if you want it more spicy, then while boiling the water, you can add a little bit of ginger also. So that black tea tastes like an Indian chai. So yes, as you're seeing in front of the screen is the vegan ice cream, which I made during the lockdown, because lockdown gave us plenty of opportunities to, to experiment, to learn more things. And luckily during that time, I explored this vegan ice cream, which I really liked it. I enjoyed, even my family enjoyed it. So how you can make it is like, use soaked cashew, dates for making this vegan ice cream. You have to soak, over here I took around 1 cup of cashews and few dates as per your sweetness level. Remove the seeds and just soak them after for few hours. And then once you see that, the cashew has become soft, you can remove the water. And then just while grinding these two combinations, if you wish, you can add rose water also, or rose petals also. And then just mix it, grind it well into a thin paste. Ensure that there is no granule left in that, and put it in the molds, ice cream molds. And if you wish, you can, add on the top rose petals or pistachios, or you can be experimental with your flavor, and then keep it in the freezer for freezing. And it comes out superb. Really, you won't miss on ice creams. And I enjoyed this very much during my summers. Sorry. The next, which many people they miss on, is the mayonnaise. Especially with the kids, they love to have mayonnaise. So it gives a cheesy kind of flavor into your whatever recipe you're making. So the plant-based uh, mayonnaise, the recipe is like, soak the nuts, preferably cashews, because it gives a smooth texture. If you are using some other nuts, it won't be so smooth. So I'll prefer cashew over here. And just soak it for a few hours and then remove the water. And then grind, while grinding it, add salt, little, very little, and little bit of chili powder as per your taste, few slices of yellow or red bell pepper, very little salt. Okay, sorry. Apple cider vinegar with mother culture. So in the market, plenty of apple cider vinegar is available, but we recommend to use the one which has mother culture, because this is not synthetic. This is like naturally derived. This is not refined. So it is usually written on the bottle, apple cider vinegar with mother culture. So use that thing, because why we are recommending the healthy stuff, so that in the end, whatever you're putting in your body is not refined. So that's why the care has been taken that, you should be using the purest form of whatever you're taking, the ingredient. So yeah, over here. So when you're adding the apple cider vinegar, ensure that after grinding, just taste it. If you find that it is not coming till the Mioka taste, then you can increase or decrease the quantity. Like sometimes it happens that you find it is not so sour. So you can increase little bit of apple cider vinegar and grind it again. So add little, and then observe it. If you find once you have reached to the that same taste level of the mayonnaise, then you don't have to do the adjustments. So once it is ready, you can keep it in the jar, and then many people, they ferment it also. Like if you wish, you can ferment it for overnight. Just keep it overnight, and then next morning put it in the fridge. Or else you can make this paste and put it in a jar and keep it in the fridge. That is also fine. And while making the sandwiches, you can or coleslaw, you can make coleslaw sandwich, or cheese toast sandwich with this. So you can add capsicum, and then or and mix this mayonnaise with that and toast it with your, or you can add it over the pizzas. So this is how I have used, like I made mayonnaise, and I use for making the tortillas. Or you can add it to your burgers. So during the lockdown, we made this burger and mayonnaise. Now let's come to the curd, because we are so much used to of curd. Without the curd, the food is not complete. The meal is not complete. So yes, the plant-based curd is like when you're making this curd, use I can say 1 cup of peanut, and with 1 cup of peanut, 2 tablespoons of melon seeds will do. Now soak it for 6 hours. This for making this non-dairy curd. Soak it for 6 hours, and then after 6 hours, just throw away that water. You don't need to use that water. And while grinding, add 1 cup of fresh water into that, and keep on grinding it into fine paste. Once you see that the thickness is good, and nothing is coarse. Yeah, for all these things, I feel that your grinder should be a high speed grinder, so that it gives you a good blend. Nothing goes waste. Everything is get grind well. So this is what my observation is. And now to this, so total 2 cups of water will go in this, and again strain it nicely. Over here, I have used a thin plastic net cloth, which strains the whole liquid within 2 minutes. So I don't have to struggle for many hours. Now, once you have collected this milk, you have to boil it on the gas little, I think so, slow flame, and then keep on stirring it. And once you see that little bit of bubble is coming, then switch off the gas. And after that, also keep on stirring it, so that the cream doesn't form on the top. And once it cools down completely, then in an earthen pot, earthen pot is very important to get a good texture. Otherwise, you can set in any other jar also, or bowl also, no harm. But what happens when you set in the earthen pot? Over here, if you see, I've set in the earthen pot, because I have seen the earthen pot, it takes away the water, and it's only the main milk and its cream is left in the pot. So when you're making it for the first time, this curd, so you'll be taking the milk and the earthen pot. It's not compulsory, earthen pot. You can take any bowl also. And in that, you'll be adding green chili tops. So you can see on the screen, I've added, few green chili tops. So maximum is the best. So for the recipe which I've shared on the screen, will require 10 to 15 green chili tops. So you don't be adding the whole green chili. You'll be just using the top part of the green chili and using it for the fermentation. So just put it on the top or inside also, and allow it to set overnight. So when it is winter, it will take longer time to ferment. If it is summer, the whole within whole night it will be fermented. So it's again like climate based, the fermentation is. So from this curd, you can make chas, you can make curry, you can make um, chaat also. So so you can see the variations which I have done, and many vegan people, they follow it also. So over the chart also I've added the the peanut curd over it, and for salads also raita I can say, and for making the chas I have while grinding the milk I added the the green chili paste and the little bit of coriander and curry leaves into that. So it gives a very good flavor. And then you can temper it or you can have it like that also, You can add a little bit of salt also. So it tastes really yummy, very yummy. Yeah, now regarding the coconut butter. So I'll be sharing two options. One is like you make the coconut butter from the desiccated coconut powder, where you have to take the coconut powder and grind it in a high speed blender, and it will turn out into a liquid. When you grind it in a high speed blender, it starts to leave the oil on its own if it is fresh. If it is very dry, then yeah, it may not leave the oil, and then you may have to add little coconut oil into that while grinding it. But if you're taking a huge quantity, the it comes out very nicely. If you see on the screen, I have made it with just desiccated coconut powder only, this coconut butter. So this you can use it for your tadkas and all, for making sweets also. In replacement of dairy ghee, you can use this coconut butter for making the sweets or cakes in your cakes. Now, yeah, and the other alternative for the coconut cream is while extracting the coconut milk. Once you have extracted the coconut milk, put a half cup of hot water into into that milk, and then keep this milk in the glass bowl, because glass or steel bowl, and place it in a coolest part of your fridge, that coconut milk. And after 24 to 32 hours, you will see a thick layer. Many of people must have seen, a thick coconut cream forms on the top of this milk. So this coconut cream, you can save it in a separate jar. Yes, and you can use it over your parathas, or you add it to your over your jawari ki bhakri, or whatever the millet chapatis you are making. You can add it on top of it. It tastes yum, really yum. It doesn't have coconut flavor much. I didn't observe that, but it went very well. I mean, I enjoyed it. So you can see on the screen how it looks. This is how when I was making. So I thought I'll take a picture of it and I'll share it. Yeah, this coconut cream gets rancid within few days. So just be careful. Try to use it within 2 to 3 days, depending on how chilled is your fridge. And yeah, so in the end, I would like to recommend that, yes, in replacement of honeybees, honey, um, always use jaggery, maple syrup, or date syrup. And being on more raw and fruit based diet, you save on water also. And switching over from rice, wheat to millet is more healthy option, because millet is the more best form of carbohydrates, and it has alkaline effect on your body. The rice and wheat, they have the acidic effect on your body, but when you switch over to millet, they require less water also. So it saves the water, because the growing of rice and wheat takes plenty of water, but millets grows in very little water, so it's best if you can switch over to millets, because that will save water a lot. And the millets can be used for making your dosas, idlis, your dhoklas. So there are plenty of millets, like which you can see on the screen. It is porso, kodu, foxtail, little millet, and we have seen South India is full of amazing variety of millets. Many people, they make kheer out of the millet, and smoothies also. So yes, if you see on the screen, we have made you know the doklas from the millets only. It was little millet which I had used it in this. So, and in the end, I would like to say that yes, let's stop the cruelty against animal um, by going by switching over to a plant-based diet, and we have to respect them, other kingdoms also, you know, especially the animals who are going through such cruelty because of our taste or our actions, where we wish. I mean, many people, they are still non-vegetarian, they enjoy eating, but they are not realizing how cruel it is, so yeah, this is what. So any question related to this topic? Or any tips from your end which would add value to this session? Do raise your hands. Yes, Soumya.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Anita. Yeah, this was a good session. Actually, ragi is a very good source of calcium, and here in South India, the first solid food we introduce to the kids, to the little ones, is ragi porridge.
Awesome.
And I have been giving to my kids. My son is 13 years old, and he has been on this ragi porridge, from 6 months, and till now, the first meal he has is ragi porridge, and that is it's very much good for the kids' health. And they say from 6 months to 60-year-old people can have ragi.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, and of late I discovered this pearl millet has more calcium than finger millet. Even you can make awesome dosa using pearl millet. And I have been on millet diet from past 1 year. I have been using millet from 7-8 years, but now totally I'm on millet diet.
Awesome.
And I have attended your gluten-free workshop, and you can make so many things, using millet. You can completely exclude the wheat and rice from your diet.
Awesome. Thank you so much sharing your knowledge, dear, over here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anita, for the wonderful session. Yeah, Alkaji.
Yeah, very nice session, Anita ji. I also use this diet of when I reversal of disease and all the things. I run the reversal of disease and use all this diet, millet diets, and I also last year use only coconut milk for the drinking and cream, and also very nice session. And just I can't use curd, so I again transfer in the animal milk. Nowadays, I think from today's, I also make the curd from the your recipe. Use it. Very nice session. Thank you for the awareness, creating awareness.
Thank you so much for sharing your. Yeah, please do try, and if you have any doubt, do ping us. We usually make
Just I ask one question: कि you use पिस्ता वो काजू वगैरह का बोला था ना जस्ट आपने, तो it not make a fat or create fat also?
Nay. When you are totally onto plant-based, so it won't, because we are not eating in much quantity, and when you go on the plant-based, you don't much of oil also. So this is like a good alternative, the one which I suggested was for mayonnaise. And for making the curd, the peanut is the best option. Peanut and melon seeds.
One thing which you use cream, cream, no, ghee, butter. So can you live giving live process or anything? How can we create butter?
Which the coconut cream butter or desiccated coconut butter? Kaun sa?
Desiccated coconut butter.
Yeah, so that you have to take plenty of desiccated coconut powder, okay? 250 gram tak, and then just blend in a high speed blender. You have to grind it.
जो हम खोपरा घिसते हैं वो पाउडर बोल रहे हो आप?
नहीं, ये है ना, आपको मार्केट में you will get it, the packet.
Okay.
It is called khaman, no, not khaman. I'm not.
It is copra का सूखा copra का we get the,
जिससे हम
it is the
खोपरा पाक
grated
बनाते हैं,
खमना जो
तेजल
बोलते हैं
जी?
ना सूखा,
हाँ,
अलका जी,
खोपरा
if you
पाक जिससे
remember,
बनाते हैं,
हम
खोपरा पाक
गुजियास
की
जो
चटनी.
गुजियास बनाते हैं दिवाली में, and
Yes,
we
yes, I
put
understand.
that सूखा copra का खमन.
Okay,
Yes. So that
okay.
you can use. Or cashews को हाँ, whenever you use ना, take in a small quantity. कभी कभी क्या होता है, it has a sweetness, right? So for sometimes the diabetic people, it may or may not suggest it. So take care of it and the cholesterol wise. But otherwise, it's a very good option for any of the vegan recipes. Either you make the cheesecakes, either you make this what Anita had suggested, and there are many things you can make out of it. There are options are, as she has suggested, peanut milk. Sometimes people they make with the jawar milk. Sometimes they make with the rice milk. So you can use the millets, the somya, the way she had suggested, the ragi. That also you can use in your
Yeah, I use ragi also.
desserts.
I
Yeah,
just
but
give my
again,
daughter
again,
when she is
again,
pregnant and
yeah. Just a moment. What I was saying about, always take what suits to your body, because sometimes even the ragi, what happens, ragi, it may give the sweetness, like the high glycemic index. So कभी कभी वो ऐसा होता है कि it's a natural sweetness it has. तो कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है कि they may get the fluctuation in their sugar. So always after eating, purely when you are eating ragi or cashew or something, 2 घंटे के बाद में you just check your blood sugar और आपको उससे पता चल जाएगा. Not mixing with other products. तो जिससे you will get that idea और उससे आपको पता चल जाएगा कि आगे वो यूज करना है या नहीं करना है. So this is what you can do.
yes, you are right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All kinds of millets are different glycemic index. So we use only one grain, yeah, one millet at a time. Decided.
Perfect. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Dhanapana.
Hi, ma'am. Yeah, beautiful session. All in one in a single presentation. Very nice. I have a question. Jaggery powders, how do you choose? Like, is there any specific to?
For jaggery, I'll go for the blocks only. I won't prefer the powder. Again, I'm not aware how the powder is being made, so I'll prefer to buy the blocks, and then from that I scrape it and I use it.
Okay. And is there any good easy recipes for probiotics,
Yes.
pro and prebiotics for a daily?
Yes, the raw, the salads which you eat is your prebiotics, and the peanut curd which we recommended over here, it's probiotic. Even the mayonnaise, if you after making the mayonnaise, if you keep outside overnight for the fermentation, that also becomes your probiotic.
Okay.
And the apple cider vinegar with the mother culture has also the probiotics in that. So you're taking the probiotics through these forms.
So when is the best time to consume? In the morning?
No, with any meal.
Any?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
It's like a pickle. You can even the Indian meals, they have probiotics. The pickle which you see naturally fermented, they are the probiotics. So we usually
Yes.
take a tablespoon or a teaspoon. So that much quantity is also sufficient. You don't need to buy any other brands which is filled with sugar. I won't take the name, but yeah, there are plenty of probiotic drinks available, which is sugary, which has refined sugar in that. So that doesn't solve the purpose actually. You know, when you're consuming a good probiotics, it shouldn't have sugar in that. I mean, the refined sugar.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful program, Anita.
Dhanaji, I just wanted to, I was out of the connection. For the jaggery, what you were saying, you can use the liquid jaggery also. And we call it as a kakwi, which is the first form of, like, after boiling the sugar cane juice they make from, like, so it is very low on a glycemic index also, and very a natural sweetener. But yeah, take care that when you are storing it, keep it in a fridge. And if it is you are in a hot weather or something, and it can be stored for a longer time in the keeping in the fridge, and it really gives a very nice taste. So you can add for your any desserts or the sweets or the cookies and anything. So also the, like, well, you are making certain recipes of the kheer and Indian recipes also, you get a very nice taste. Sorry, I'm out of this thing with the traffic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anita, for the session.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah. So many tips, and Dhana and Alka and Soumya. Thank you so much for participating, everyone. And this is very, very important. As I, say every time that we need to go through the processes of evolution of the human soul by finally becoming a breatharian, which is surviving on cosmic energy through meditation. So that is why meditation helps us a lot. And we need to become more and more compassionate towards every living being. So we can't say that I love animals, but I use them. So we need to stop using animals or their bodies for any which purpose. So let's be compassionate to each and every animal, all the species, and free them. Let's join this movement of freeing them from all kinds of slavery. We have enslaved them in as many ways as possible that we are thinking. We can enslave them, we can tie them, we can make them do what we want them to do. So we are actually imposing our lifestyles, our tastes onto them. So let us all evade all these things and just be compassionate towards animals. There are only two things to give them and two things to take from animals: love and compassion towards animals, and take only friendship and companionship from them. You can give more to them and take only these two from them and nothing else. We have no right to use their bodies. We have no right to use them in any case. So this, I have realized just 4 years ago. Before that, even I was using their bodies or them without realizing the impact that I was creating on them, the suffering that I was creating on them. So thank you so much, Anita, for showing us these alternatives that we can actually really apply in our life. It makes everyone's life so easy And it takes out the myth that choosing a plant-based life means that you are giving up everything. You're not giving up a single thing in your life. You can actually look for alternatives, like what you said, the mayonnaise, the curd, the ice creams. You can actually make everything that you want through replacements, through other um, things that you can do from plant-based products. So with this, I request everyone again to please become plant-based. Let's have more and more compassion towards all the animals. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anita, for doing this. We all owe you a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akka, for choosing me for this topic. And I'm glad that I was able to share the vegan alternative, because we want people to be aware of the torture which we are creating on them, on the animals. Let them live happily, and yeah, it will take some time for us to adjust with the vegan recipes, but it's just a matter of few days, and you can adjust with the recipe and the the flavor of that, and it's absolutely like a normal curd, like a curd. You can use it. Um, or the ice creams, or the the chas which we are used to, they taste just like a normal chas only. So just give it a try, everyone. We hope to see a big change by switching over to the plant-based recipe. Thank you so much, masters, for participating in today's session, and we see you all tomorrow again at 6:30. Thank you so much. So today, one more speaker will be there, Master, who will be sharing her wisdom with you all. So please do attend it. Thank you so much. Thank you.